Hello, I'm Courtney, what's up, and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be discussing Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, and this is the first book in the Anna and the French Kiss trilogy. I don't know what the series is called, but the second book is Flo and the Boy Next Door, then the third one is Isla, Happily Ever After, but this is the first book in the trilogy, and I finished it last night at midnight, and oh my goodness, this book was so good. I haven't read a contemporary in so long because I read a lot of contemporaries last year, and so for this year I wanted to read a bunch of fancy dystopian books and read all these series that I haven't read yet, but I finished Passenger like a week ago and I just needed a contemporary to make myself happy, and this book just made me feel all the feels. I loved it so much. And if you do not know what this book is about, this book is about a girl named Anna, and her parents send her to this boarding school in Paris, France, and she meets this guy named St. Clair, so it's like their journey, and also her journey throughout this year when she's in France, and all this stuff happens. There's humor, and romance, and drama, just everything's in this book, but this was amazing. This might be my favorite contemporary because every time I picked it up, I just got sucked into the story and I never wanted to put it down. That is how good it was. But I highly recommend this book. It was overall fantastic. So if you haven't read it yet, you do not want to be spoiled. I will leave now because I'm about to go into spoilers. You don't want to be spoiled. So bye now, spoiler people. Okay, goodbye. Look how beautiful this cover is, and it's so soft. Like, I've never felt a paperback like this before, and I just love to touch it, and just it's so pretty. But this book, oh my gosh. So Anna, I love Anna. She was fantastic. She was such a great character to follow, and I just loved her mindset, and I loved the writing style of this book. I thought it was really easy for me to read. So literally, when I would go to bed, could read like 50 pages and, just read a bunch, and it was just so great. This was just such an easy story to follow, and I loved it. And Anna was just such a great character. I'm gonna miss her in the other books, and I know we're gonna read from those people, but I'm excited to get to know Lola. I really want to read Lola and the Boy Next Door now, but I don't have it, which makes me really sad. But in this book, oh my gosh, I gotta talk about St. Clair. Oh my goodness gracious, I love St. Clair. And he has an English accent, and guys with just English accents, I'm already in love with them. And St. Clair was great. He's such a great guy. He's really funny, and plus he has the British accent, which that's just amazing. But the thing about St. Clair with me was he was with Ellie, and you know that he likes Anna, but he just wouldn't break up with her. And then everyone was like, oh, he went back to Ellie's, and Anna would be like, he's rejecting me for her because he's always going back. But then in the end, when he was like, I chased after Meredith because of you, and then I went to Ellie's because of you to break up with Ellie, and just I never liked Ellie. Like, the moment we met her, I was just like, no, I don't like you at all, okay? But St. Clair was overall great, but I felt like he was still holding on to Ellie for so long, and I'm so glad in the end he finally broke up with her. And when he said that he broke up with her, I was just like, you should have done this 100 pages ago, because if you did it 100 pages ago, everything would be fine. The one thing I kind of didn't like about this book was that Anna and St. Clair, you don't get to see them be together as a couple until the last 10 pages, and that sucked because I wanted to see more of their relationship. But what we got at the end was so cute, and when they kissed for the first time, oh my gosh, it was so great. But then that girl was screaming. At first I thought it was Ellie, but then it was Meredith, which was even worse because Meredith had a crush on him, and so I was just betrayal, just all the drama. There was so much drama in this book, and I couldn't take it. I was just like, why is this stuff happening? And just, I loved Meredith. Meredith was such a nice friend and such a good neighbor, and I also loved Josh and Rashmi. They were cute, but I am sad that they broke up. But I think it had to happen one way or the other because they were having problems, because Josh was always ditching class. And when they were the end, Josh is still going to school next year, he passed 11th grade. I'm just like, but how? Like, he was always ditching, and I just don't understand. But I think with him and Rashmi, I think it was for the best for them to break up. And I'm really glad that they were friends. I just loved it when they're all watching, like, St. Clair, Anna, and Josh is just like, were we like that? That was funny. I just love their group of friends. They're just so much fun, and I just want to be a part of their group. I'm just like, I want friends like these because they're all great. They're so much better than Bridget and Toph. Oh my god, the whole Toph ordeal. I didn't like Toph at all because I was just like, whenever she talked about him, I was just like, well, you like St. Clair. Like, I'm team St. Clair. I don't know what's so great about this Toph dude. And then when they get back and they went to the concert and he was just like, oh yeah, don't try to screw the hottie over there because I already am. And I was just like, excuse me, but what are you talking about? And I just can't believe Bridge did that to Anna. And Anna, they both knew that Anna liked him, but Bridge went behind her back, and I feel like Anna went a little too far by ignoring her. But I'm really glad when she read that email from Bridge, and then she sent the package with the Christmas gift and the letter, and they're working things out, like, one step at a time. Like, they're not immediately best friends, but they're gonna work things out. That made me really, really happy because I think they can rebuild their friendship, but I never liked Toph. And when he said that, I was just like, this dude is such a man whore. Like, oh my goodness. And everyone was saying bad stuff about him. I was just like, yeah, he's like such a bad person. But I can't get over the fact that was just like such a big betrayal. But then Anna did the same thing. There was just so much betrayals in this book. So much drama. And I didn't expect all this stuff to happen. Like when Anna got drunk and everything. And then when St. Clair was drunk, and when, oh my god, when St. Clair was drunk, he was just like, oh, you know, I like you. I don't want to be just your friend. And then Anna lied. And then he brought it back up in the end, and he was just like, why did you lie to me? And he was talking about that scene. And just the whole Thanksgiving stuff, that was so cute when they were like sleeping together. Oh, it was so nice. But just, oh, that end scene when he went all the way to the top of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Even though he hates heights, he still went up there for her. I just thought that proved his love and shows that he is ready for change. Like, he's not afraid of it anymore because he broke up with Ellie and he went to the top and he's ready for change. He is accepting change, and I love that. And just, this book was so good. I loved it so much. So I think those are my overall thoughts and feels on the book. Overall, this book was amazing. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to watch more book reviews from me, you can click the subscribe button down below. And I'm Courtney, and I'll see y'all next time with a new video soon. So I will see you then. So, bye!